Finally back in front of the camera.
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch. Why you took me out the motherfucking schedule with your trifling dirty?
What's good, y'all? Welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute. I know I ain't been here in what? I think the last pointless vlog was uploaded somewhere around I don't freaking know, 2 years ago.
Damn.
A lot has changed since then. If any of y'all have been following what I've been doing, I've been doing my nail content for a while now. And I've kind of slacked off even with that too. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of just been all over the place. I'm not really gonna act like I'm special or nothing like that. I gotta do better. I gotta do better because I'm tripping. I want to start making more videos and I want to be more consistent. And I think my goal is gonna try to do about at least a video a week. So 4 videos a month. I don't want to do too much and not have any content to actually bring. If I'm gonna upload something and people take their time out of their day to watch what I'm doing, I at least want what I upload to be worth watching. I don't want you to take 10, 15 minutes out your day, watch a video I upload and be like, man, that felt like a waste of time. I want you to be like, dang, I can't wait for the next upload, or dang, I wish this video was longer. Anyways, I went shopping. I went ahead and picked up a couple paintbrushes, picked up a couple canvases, and I grabbed some black and some white acrylic paint. The plan is to try to do a painting per video, but I don't know how well that's gonna work out. It might be, for some paintings, they might actually take a long time to complete, if I'm being completely honest, because I'm not a full-time artist. I still gotta work. That just means I have to allocate my time between working and art and editing and uploading content. I got my work cut out for me. I'm basically working 3 jobs at once. Basically, that's why I ended up disappearing for a long time, among other things. I had a lot happen in my life. When life happens, you kind of just have to, you got to just step away from it sometimes. You can't always just power through everything, but you got to do what you got to do. Anyways, I'm gonna grab this order. I'll get back with y'all. Oh, I'm just so nervous about talking to a camera in front of other people. It shouldn't matter if somebody's sleeping or in here at all. I shouldn't be freaking, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even care. But it's like it's always at the back of my mind, messing with me. Anyways, I'm back at the house. I just spent the past 15-20 minutes worried about what I'm gonna do with this canvas. Instead of worrying about it, I'm gonna just start by priming the canvas with some black, because it's supposed to be a darker, more moodier painting. And I'm gonna be honest, I have not messed with acrylic paint in a long time, so I don't even remember how to really work with it for real. But it'll come back to me, I guess, at some point. You know what I could talk about for this video? I thought about it, because I got other stuff I want to talk about, but I'll talk about all that later. Right now, my biggest issue has been talking on camera, and not just talking on camera, because I've done that plenty of times. I got 4 or 5 different YouTube channels, and I do decently. I'm decently, I was consistent at one point with my nail content, but my big issue across all my channels, it hasn't been ideas for videos or nothing. My biggest issue has been mostly talking on camera. So I think what I'm gonna talk about for this video is just talking on camera. So kind of what I did to get myself started, because I felt myself already getting into that mindset of oh, just sit down, just turn the camera off, just go to your desk. I felt it coming, but it's what I did to stop myself from doing that, because I be thinking about it. A lot of people, their advice is just do it. So I said, F it. I just turned on the camera. Part of what helped me to turn the camera on was to go ahead and have it, set up. So there's no excuse oh, I don't feel like, the freak is that? I don't feel like setting up the camera. Well, it's already set up. I'm looking dead at it. It's, oh, well, now I'm too scared to be on the camera. Well, I've already cut on the camera, so that's not an excuse no more. So now what are you gonna do? Well, I don't know. Now I'm too scared to talk. Well, now I'm talking and I'm rambling, but you know what? I think rambling's a lot better than not doing anything at all. One funny thing is, I was not at all nervous about painting on this canvas. I got over my fear of putting ink on paper.
And a good exercise, like if you're scared to just start painting and working on your canvas because it looks so intimidating, a good exercise is to literally just mess it up. You're worried about messing it up, so just go ahead and mess it up. And once you mess it up, now you got nothing else to worry about because you've already messed it up. Cool, that looks good. My water tray, I'm using a freaking plant pot because it's big and it's heavy, so I don't have to worry about worry about hitting it lightly. Because I mean, look at this. This is not getting knocked over no time soon. This painting is supposed to be like, basically, there's this dude, or there's this guy, and he was running away from some people that were trying to get him, essentially, for maybe he committed a crime, maybe he didn't. I'm gonna just say for the story wise, because I like to leave the art up to like interpretation. There'll be some things in it that you can tell, but essentially he stole something. I'm gonna just say he stole bread and he was running away. He ran into this like dark basement type area. He barricaded himself in the room, and he's looking at his only form of escape, which is to climb out this small window that's just shining some light through that lets him see inside the room. So that's why I say it, like, it's dark. It's a dark, moody basement. He's looking at this window. The problem is he's injured. The window's high up and it's rather small. So that's kind of like the situation here. So I got to find a way to take, you know, this and put this, using this, take what I just said and put that on that. So this canvas is still mostly wet, but to be honest, the paint drying kind of fast, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
But what the hell, boy?
But the yeah, what I wanted to talk about for this video, I guess, is just being nervous on camera, because that is something that I feel like I struggle with the most. But being afraid to talk on camera around other people and just having the energy to do it all in all, which that part kind of sucks, because I feel like my energy gets drained, not just from like work or things I have to do, but also just the sheer like thinking too much about, you know, my worries or my issues. That can drain me out sometimes and make me not really want to work on anything. So it's just like, by the time I sit down and it's time to record, even if I've mustered up the courage to like record in front of other people, I'm already like mentally exhausted because I spent all day or I spent all week thinking about it and I didn't give myself a break. Because you got to give yourself a break from work, obviously, but you also need to give yourself a break mentally, and that's something I feel like I don't do enough, because I don't give myself enough mental breaks, especially like when I get in that mindset feeling like I have to grind. So now I'm not only mentally tired, but I'm also physically tired. It's a recipe for disaster. Also, I thought about making a video talking about like where I've been all this time, and I could. I mean, at this point, it's been 2 years. I wouldn't say I got plenty to talk about, but I definitely got something to say. All right, at some point, I need to go ahead and start like getting the scene set on this. I would say that this is dry enough to work with. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use white. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I don't want to think about I'm gonna make that the goal for this painting, is however it turns out is however it turns out. I don't want to think about every step before I do it too much, because that's kind of like, that's not the reason I got into art in the first place. I originally got into art because, I mean, it's a form of expression. So if I'm gonna be expressing myself, I want to express myself, not think about expressing myself. You know, I don't want to go on the roller coaster and think about how I'm going to show my excitement. I kind of want to just be in the moment, I guess. Maybe the light comes in like that, and our subject, I guess he could be like sitting right here. If this is giving what I thought it would give, like, because now is the time, if I'm gonna correct anything, to correct it. Because once you get to really hitting with the colors and you start hitting detail, to go back and redo this, it's just gonna be an unnecessary pain in the neck. Which I'll tell y'all the name of this painting once I'm actually done with it, because a lot of the painting ideas I have, I always come up with the name before I put them on canvas. I always feel like if I can't come up with a name for it, it doesn't need to be made. I am by no means an expert artist. I'm just kind of doing what I know works for me. And also, like, I thought about it, instead of me watching a crap ton of tutorials before I did this, why not actually just do it? Put down what I think I know And after I'm like, once I consider this painting done, then I can go and try to learn some stuff to figure out what it is I don't know, or like I will actually know what I don't know by the time I get to that point, because it's kind of hard to know that before you actually put pen on paper. So, or in this case, put paint on canvas. If you're kind of struggling like I am when it comes to making content, and like if your biggest struggle is also making content in front of other people, I don't know if I want to consider this advice, but what I'll just speak on what I do and what I'm currently doing. What I usually do is I guess I just try to fight through it. I try to pretend that the problem isn't there. They say fake it until you make it, and to be honest, it's good advice, because a lot of the nail content I've made, a lot of it was made around other people, and I didn't spend all my time worrying about like the fact that I'm in front of other people, although it 100% was always on my mind, and it originally was a problem just as much as it is now. But I got better about the idea when I just started doing it. I could spend all day worried about what other people think while I'm recording, and really the big issue isn't even what other people think, it's what I think. So if my biggest fear is, oh, they're gonna make fun of me, or oh, people are thinking something crazy about me while I'm recording, the only person who's actually doing that I can confirm of is me. And why I would put myself through that unnecessarily, I don't know. So if I'm gonna put myself through the ridicule, I may as well at least go ahead and do it. I shouldn't just like be stuck in my head about the idea. Like, just go ahead and freaking, if you're gonna make fun of yourself for doing it, you may as well do it. You already get made fun of, so yeah. I'm just tired of letting that fear of judgment control my life. Since at some point we all have to get tired of it, why not just go ahead and make that point be now, I guess, There we go. Okay, so I have an idea of what's going on now. I can kind of see a lot better. I feel like this room is still very naked, so I'm spending way too much time blocking in these crates. I need to spend some more time blocking in something else, so I'm gonna probably take a break from talking because I'm just rambling at this point, and I'm gonna work on this paint for a little bit, and I'll be back. It took me a hot minute to get a lot of this blocked in, for good reason. I don't remember if it was when I was first recording, I don't remember if there was a shelf here, but I put a shelf here and I did not like the shelf, and I got rid of it, and in its place I put 2 shelves, and I didn't like it because the perspective was off. And yeah, the perspective ain't gotta be perfect right now, but it was terrible. It did not look right, so it had to go. Over here to kind of help with that story of the dude that's like running away, we've got like a pushed over bookcase, and I've kind of like made like some interesting brush strokes here to just kind of show you like some fallen books, like a pile of fallen books. And that's kind of like what's blocking this doorway. Now, I know you probably remember the subject was right here, and I felt like it did not fit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move him somewhere right here. So he's still gonna be within like where that light's coming from, but he's not gonna be over here anymore. He's gonna be more over here, which I feel will help center the art piece a lot more, because there's not a lot of detail going on around the edge. I don't see a point in having the subject be on the edge when he is the main focus of this story. Oh, my back, bruh. The freak? Grinch got the weirdest meow. My Grinchy, my Grinchy. Look at the camera. Did I finish talking about everything I needed to talk about earlier? Like I was saying earlier, a big part of getting over the whole not liking to talk on camera while other people is around thing is just doing it. I would say the other half of that is just be consistent with it. So like I said earlier, I want to try to do a video a week, and I feel like that's not too much. It might be, I don't know, because standing up here and painting this is hurting my back. But being consistent with what you do, especially if it's something that you're doing to like improve yourself, is very important. So I'm gonna try to be as consistent as I can, because I want to get over this fear of not wanting to record when other people are around, because I'm tired of I'm honestly tired of not recording simply because I'm afraid to speak around other people on camera. I don't know why. I talk around people just fine. I can do public speaking. I don't have an issue with talking to and approaching strangers, but the moment a camera is involved, I don't know. I guess they call that camera shyness or something like that. But the moment there is a camera involved, it becomes a completely different story. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this painting today, and if I don't, then most likely I won't be finishing this video today either. That's another thing is all the stuttering or pausing I keep doing. I'm trying to be okay with it, because it seems real easy. Like, if you've seen the content I did before, it's real easy to think to yourself that you should I'm losing my train of thought, but it's real easy to think that you should just re-say or redo whatever it is you're saying now to make it sound more concise. But I don't think that's necessary. Because like I say, I mean, the whole point of painting is just a form of expression. So why would I express myself how I am naturally and then try to go back and make it sound more mechanical? That leg is entirely too long. I guess it's just something that's just gonna come naturally. I'm trying to not sound too robotic either, or too instructor-y. I want to sound normal, but this is my first this is the first video. This is the first pointless vlog I've done in I think 2 years now. So I guess it's just something that will come to me naturally. So we got our subject now. The room has been set up. So now what we get to do is the fun part. I can kind of start to finalize some of these details a bit more, and then we can start working on blocking in with more colors and such. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna probably cut most of this out. Not all of this is not getting shown. So like I said, this is gonna take a minute. So I think I'm gonna just cut here, and then I'm gonna just I'll be back.
A few minutes later.
All right, so for me, it has been about 3 days. Well, this is day 3. I don't know if it's been 3 days since, but this is day 3 of working on this painting. I don't know about the technicalities, because technically I didn't even work on it yesterday. I just kind of looked at it quite a bit. But anyways, it's been a couple days for me since I last worked on this painting. For y'all, it's been seconds, I guess. I worked on this table here. I detailed the boxes. I think I already did that. And what I really did was I went ahead and kind of started with the floor, just to give it a little bit of I don't know, just I needed something to do that wasn't what I was already doing, because I was sick of working on these crates. It's not that they were difficult, they were just tedious because I had 3 of them to do. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now, before I get any further, I really should have did this first. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on the walls here. I need to do the stone walls. That's going to be fun, I guess. But since then, I got a new addition to my plant family. I found this one on the marketplace. And the crazy thing about this plant is, this is why you should always just keep an eye out if there's something you really want. I've been wanting to elbow monstera for a minute now, and I saw this listed about a week ago, for me at least. And then they had it listed for $100, which for a 3-leaf elbow, at least right now, that's not a terrible deal considering how highly variegated it is. If you're trying to see what I mean, it's if you look at the stem, you can see all this white and green. It's there's it's not a 50-50, it's more like a 40-60, 60% green, 40% white, which I would say is really good. And as you can see, it's putting out some nice leaves. But anyways, I saw this on the Facebook Marketplace a week ago, and it was $100, and I thought about getting it then, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. I got other stuff to do. I decided to check out the marketplace again today, and I saw the same plant, and she marked it down from 100 to 60. I don't know what prices are gonna be after today, but $60 for an elbow is not bad at all, especially 3 leaves and it's high variegation. with a good balance of variegation. I mean, like we got this mostly white leaf. It's browning, of course, but that's all right. And then like even with the non like white areas, like this minty kind of color, it's not a Monstera mint, but still, that minty color is like that's good. There's good variety to this plant, so I just felt like this was a good deal. And if you look for like the little areas on it, which y'all might not know what I'm talking about, you might not even be able to see this, but you can see where the next leaf's gonna pop out from. This next leaf is like it's like in the perfect spot for like a half and half situation. This was a great deal, so I had to go ahead and grab it. It was only $60. It was worth it, and plus it was like 8 minutes from my house anyways. So keep an eye out. Just and you don't have to pull the trigger on everything you see because you feel like it's gonna go away. You got to be willing to walk away. But when you know, you know. It's as simple as that. All right, so I'm gonna stop wasting time. We need to get these walls painted. See that right there? That's shiny. That's a good color to work from, I would say. So I'm glad I'm hopping back on this train because I forget where the study was done, but they say you should not go more than like 2 days without doing the thing that you had your mind set to, because after 2 days you kind of just like I guess give up in a way where you feel like it's been this long, I may as well not worry about it. So I decided, hey, I gotta be consistent. I can't just not do this. So here I am. I'm back on the train handling business. You know what? I think I'm gonna switch up my approach a little bit, and you'll kind of see what I mean, because we're not gonna like paint the stone in like you would place stones. Like you would think in real life, if you're building a house out of stones, right? You're gonna take a stone, place a stone, take a stone, place a stone, repeat. We're not necessarily gonna do that here. We're not gonna like paint in a highly detailed stone and then paint in a highly detailed stone. We're really gonna just kind of use layers. So we're gonna start. Of course, we got the dark layer already on there, but now we're gonna put this lighter layer on there, and then what we'll do is we'll take a darker color and we'll draw and outline each brick like that, and that'll be our way of kind of like building a house out of bricks. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have not painted in years. I used to go to art school when I was a kid. I went for about 3 or 4 years. That was great. They even reached back out to me when I got older, asking me to volunteer. To be honest, I probably should. Now, when they asked me to do this, it was absolutely years ago. I don't know. Maybe most of those people have retired. I mean, when I went to art school, I was what? Yeah, I was probably in middle school, and it was always over the summer. So it was either middle school. No, I think it was actually elementary. So I went to art school for 3 years in elementary. Anyways, I haven't painted in a long time. So really a lot of this is like painting for the first time, to be honest. I don't even know if I would really count my experience before now, because it's been so long. I'm not saying that experience doesn't count at all. It's just that it's such distant experience. Medical experience from 100 years ago is totally different than what it is now, and so is art. There was a point in time where a lot of artists, they had to literally make every color they wanted. And I don't mean like they would just buy a tube of paint and then make the color they want using those different paints they already got. I mean, they would literally have to make their own paint from scratch. There's some people who still do it because they kind of just enjoy the trade of that, because that's an art in of itself to make your own paints. But man, it's just technology has come such a long way. You can walk into a dollar store and buy paints. Like if you were to show that to artists beforehand who had to like use berries for dyes and things like that, boil cabbages to get purple, I mean, they would look at this and be like, "Wow, this is something." It goes to show that we take a lot for advantage. We take a lot for how the freak you say it? I can't think of how you say it right now. Take it for granted. That's what it is. What the freak was I getting vantage from? Yeah, we take a lot of this stuff for granted, for real. If you really take the time to just appreciate where we are right now, like life really ain't so bad. Even when it is, it's not as bad, If all you got is $3, you can go buy a chicken sandwich and shoot, you can't even buy a freaking McChicken and a fry no more for $3. It's like $5 now. What the freak? You get the point. I'm making my own point look bad. That's all right. You get the point. If there's anything y'all really want to see for real, just let me know. I mean, I'm open to new ideas. Like I say, I want to be more consistent with content. So I'm thinking, this painting is gonna take a while, and I don't want this to be something that's like, one day I'm working on a painting that's gonna take me like 3 weeks, and I can't put out a video because I'm not done with my painting. So that's why I've been working on different video ideas that don't necessarily revolve around me painting something. Maybe I'll do like a painting a week with those videos, but then like the videos I was working on earlier, maybe I'll do like, I don't know, just what that style of content is. Maybe I'll do that, and maybe that's how I can like bridge those gaps. You know what I mean? I'm here for y'all. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like, this is really just to be able to just paint. I mean, I don't make any money off these paintings. I don't sell them currently. I didn't necessarily have plans to sell them. This was kind of just an outlet for me, and that's how it should be. But I enjoy just having the ability to do this. Some people can't. I mean, it wasn't long ago I couldn't afford to do this. The only reason I could afford to do it now is because I've made the necessary sacrifices to be able to just go to the store and, grab a couple palettes and a couple brushes, because I already had the paints, thankfully. But I could afford to do this, so, I'm just grateful to be in this position. So if there's anything y'all want to see, let me know. I'm open to new ideas. If you aren't familiar with me, I do also got a gaming channel. It's no different than this channel in the sense that I haven't uploaded on it in ages, and I want to. Don't get me wrong, I do. Hopefully one day, maybe if I'm making money off of what I'm doing, I'll have the time, because I won't have to. Right now, I'm juggling working, with being a parent, with being a content creator, and with just, day-to-day life, family, and all that. And that's just hard to do, I'm not gonna lie. So if I can, get rid of having to work, which takes up so much of my time, I definitely will be a lot freer to engage in the things I really enjoy. And yeah, that is an excuse, but I will say I did try at least to juggle all those things at once, and it's not easy to do. That's why I'm currently, not doing it. I haven't been uploading gaming. And a lot of the time, there are opportunities where I do have the time to make a gaming video, but I want it to be something I could be consistent with. I don't want to make a gaming video and then I disappear for 3 months, and then I come back and make another video and I'm gone for 6 months. I don't want it to be that kind of thing. I want it to be something where I can genuinely, if there's a game that comes out and y'all want to see it, I can play that. I don't want y'all to have to wait months to get a gameplay out of it, because I feel like I'm letting y'all down at that point. You take the time out of your day to watch my videos, and I don't even got no videos to watch, so what the freak? All right, let's step back. Like I say, it's good to take a step back from what you're doing and to just look at everything, because not everything is what it seems. It's not always just this picture. There's a wall that goes on around it. There's plants in the area. It's good to just look at the painting for what it is. The same way I craft, I don't know what I'm trying to say, I'm gonna be honest. I need to figure out how to put some texture onto these walls. I should do a flower painting. That would be nice. I got some ideas for those if y'all want to see that. I haven't written them out like most of my paintings, but I definitely will. I mostly write out my paintings that have deeper meanings and stories to them. Some stuff, not everything needs a freaking deep meaning. Like, if I draw a bush, well, not a bush, if I draw a daisy, there doesn't have to be some traumatic story tied to that daisy. It's just a daisy. Or maybe you find out the artist that drew the daisy freaking chopped his toes off and he couldn't walk no more, so he crawled on the ground, and where he lived, the only thing that ever grew was daisies, so he painted daisies on the ground. Look at that, I've already made a traumatic story, so I guess I will be doing a trauma flower painting. Stay tuned for that. I'm gonna chop my toes off and paint daisies. I don't know, if y'all like this rambling style content, you just let me know. If you want me to be quiet, you can let me know, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of just, just enjoying myself. Even if nobody watches this, like I say, I wasn't making these paintings to sell them. I don't have a big audience. Like my nail content page did pretty good. It blew up overnight. It got to like 16, almost 17,000 followers in just like 2 days, which is really good. I'm still like very proud of that. But this isn't nail content. This is my vlog channel, which has, I think at the moment, like, I don't know, 10 subscribers or something like that. So like I say, I just do this because I enjoy it, and I appreciate anybody that wants to tune in and enjoy it along with me. I don't know if you can see that too well on camera. I like this. This room has depth to it now. It already did, but it's got more, and I really like how that's turning out. If any of y'all are new parents, you know, young, old, doesn't matter. Maybe you've already, well, yeah, new parents. If any of y'all are new parents, doesn't matter how old you are you liking it? I hope that you truly do love it. I hope it's a blessing. I know it's difficult. I know there's a lot of headaches you can bump into, but I do genuinely hope that you are enjoying it, despite, you know, any of the harsh situations you might be dealing with. I hope you all get through it. Hope you achieve your goals. Really do. Like, something I've been struggling with lately is boredom. And what I will tell you is, if you're struggling with knowing what to do, be bored. And I'm actually serious. There's studies that show that boredom is a good thing. Uh, they always say, you know, when a kid is bored, that's when he gets in trouble. But the reason he's getting in trouble is because he's finding something to do with himself. Maybe he's finding something good to do, maybe not. Boredom is a powerful thing. It will help you figure out what you should be doing with yourself. I'm serious. Put your phone down for 30 minutes, sit in the room, not in the dark, just like, you know, not no TV on, no music, turn off your notifications, just sit there for 30 minutes. Watch how badly you start to itch and like reach for your phone instinctively every time maybe it goes off, or you're just bored. You're just thinking, man, I don't know what to do right now. And what you should also do before you actually sit down to do the exercise, which I'll probably make another video explaining this in more detail. What you should do is take the things that you feel like you should be doing. Like, for example, if you want to do game development and you're already working on it, or maybe you're in the beginning and you want to learn how to use Unity, which is what I'm using. Maybe have an article pulled up with some information you should be reading for like a beginner's step. And maybe you've been beating around the bush with this for far too long. Just have it pulled up. Or maybe you want to get better at soccer. Maybe you're just like, I never really like, I don't feel like going outside to practice soccer right now, I'm bored. Well, what you can do is have your soccer ball sitting in your room, or just go outside and sit and look at your soccer ball. No phone, nothing. No entertainment. Sit there for 30 minutes. Heck, try to do an hour if you can. Watch. You will go watch yourself. How the freak do I say this? Just watch. You will pick up that ball. You got nothing else to do. That time goes by real slow when you're actually aware of it. Just give it a shot. Fudge. I got paint on it. I wasn't trying to do that. Yeah, whole point is, if you're bored, the things that you're supposed to be doing, like maybe you're studying for a test or something, but you never feel like doing it. Yep, go ahead and have that study material available in the area. They say it's good to put as few obstacles in between you and the things you should be doing. That way you have less excuses to do it. Like this, I think one example that was used for that was like going to the gym. If you want to go to the gym more, go ahead and have your gym clothes, your workout clothes prepared. Go ahead and have your shoes and everything right there and ready. So all you got to do is, when you get off work or when you get out from school and you get home, all you got to do is shower, put on, which some people say you shouldn't shower for the gym. Who gives a crap? Shower, brush your teeth, wash your face, put on your clothes, and go to the gym. Or maybe that's too many steps for you. Shoot, carry an extra bag with your gym clothes in it. As soon as you get off work or school, head straight to the gym. You can shower there if you need to. That's, if you've ever been struggling with like doing the things you're supposed to be doing, that's how the heck you get around that. You just gotta remove the obstacles stopping you from getting there. All right, I got nothing else to ramble about. This is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up most of this, and then I'll get back with y'all when I get done. Cool. I don't need your permission anyways. Today is what, day 6? Today is day 6, and I got one more day to not only finish this painting, but I also only got what? What?
Why are you acting so awkward?
I'm not acting awkward. Today is day 6, and I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I just don't know what to say right now. I don't really feel too awkward about talking in front of you right now. I really don't know what I'm gonna say because all I'm really gonna talk about is I'm gonna paint the dude, and I'll be back.
Okay.
So I don't really know
I was
what
just
much.
talking about how you were like rocking on your feet, and you would like put your hands in your pockets and lift the wall up, Steve Urkel style.
Because I'm trying to think of what to say. Also, I have a wedgie. Now I saw diabolical videos like POV. You're in public and your butt start itching, so you hit one of these, and dude like sitting in the chair, and he's like, you know, you ever did it before? Like scrape your butt using the chair. I was just glad I wasn't the only one.
Yourself in 4K.
Oh my god.
There's video evidence now of you scraping your booty on public chairs.
He said, "Who for Halloween? Michael Myers." What you do, Mike? Michael just pull out the arm, and he hit you with the Michael Myers. Michael Myers hit you with that. Pew. Nah, somebody. If I leave that in, somebody's gonna look at that and be like, "Hey, this nigga repping." Bah! I don't know how to paint a person. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna try to get this painting done in like by tomorrow, because I need to be finishing the edit by tomorrow as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to take too long. Look at that. You see how y'all see how I'm interacting? You see how I'm getting around. I ain't too nervous about being on the camera. And at the beginning of this video, you could definitely see how like uncomfortable I was, but you gotta push past the discomfort. You feel me? Also, if anyone does see me like throwing up gang signs, I do sincerely apologize, and I hope I did not offend anyone in any sort of way. I do not, and I repeat, do not affiliate I don't affiliate. I don't subscribe to. I don't engage in gang or criminal activities. So we're gonna be bold. We're gonna use yellow to do this. So we'll use a little yellow, probably some black to like bring it down because it's way too bright. I know y'all probably want to know, what brand is that? What brand is that? I'm gatekeeping. Am I gatekeeping because it's great? Not necessarily. It's actually not a bad brand at all. The colors are like, they come out as what they are. They apply nice and smooth. I'm gatekeeping because I don't get paid to do none of that. But you know what? I'll still tell y'all. The brand I'm using is called acrylic paint. I'm not funny, I know that. So I was out today and I went ahead and grabbed some more supplies. One of the things I got was sculpting knives. You don't know what those are? It's these. I've been wanting some of these. I'm glad I went ahead and got them. And I also got a sculpting medium. So basically, I think it's like a gel concentrate or something like that. You mix it with your acrylic paints and it gives you more texture, kind of like that of using oil paints or just using a large amount of acrylic paint. But instead of doing that, I can like, you know, I can get away with not needing so much of it. All right, so if you can see that, you kind of can. We got our guy on the page. It ain't pretty, but it's not the worst either. But yeah, I thought about it. I wanted to do this painting. I wanted this painting to be like more detailed, but I kind of decided I'm not really gonna worry about that too much. I was doing a lot, like especially with the bricks, I was gonna go in and highlight a bunch of them, but I'm not gonna. It's not that important. Because like I say, this is not about being some photorealistic or very well rendered painting. I mean, like I said, I could have done the perspective on this better. This is more like an isometric view, because all these lines are following the same direction. You know, if the lines are coming towards us, then they should be getting farther apart from one another, not staying consistent. That's why I say it's more like isometric. But all in all, point is, I don't need to worry about over detailing the floor or making the bricks look extremely realistic or making our subject of the painting, you know, super detailed, nothing like that. We just need the idea. I mean, that's really all we need. And I have to say, this week has been something. This is the first time I've worked on a not just a painting, but a pointless vlog video. and I thought it was 2 years. I kept saying 2 years for the majority of the video. I started editing the vlog already. By the time you're seeing this, of course, it's our, what am I talking about? I already started editing this video like earlier this week because I'm already done with some of the footage. And I decided to go check out my vlog channel, and I looked, and the last video was uploaded. I think it was like August of 21. Or yeah, August of 21. It's been 3 years since my last video. It just made 3 years a couple months ago. Absolutely insane. And like I say, a lot has really gone on in my life since then. If y'all want me to talk about it, I got no problem talking about it. It's I'm not gonna like bore you or give you some woe is me sob story or nothing like that, but I went through a lot. So I'm kind of just going ahead, painting in his skin tone here, really with just lighter shades, and I'll probably go in with something darker in a bit. So I've been learning a bit about acrylic here and there. I know I said I wasn't going to look into it too much just to see what I would know, but I did want to kind of like figure out a thing or two. So don't worry, I didn't go and watch like here's 100 things you're doing wrong with acrylic. I didn't do anything like that. I just kind of checked out like a video or two to get an idea of how to do some things, just to give me a bit more like motivation to keep working on my painting, because it's real easy to like get another idea and then immediately lose interest in what you're doing. I didn't want to do that, so I just did what I felt like I had to do to keep my initial like interest in this painting. I think it works. I feel like I didn't violate my own rules, so I think I'm good. That's all that matters. It's done, basically. I'm thinking about like trying to make the room look darker, but to be honest with you, I kind of don't like really want to. More like because I'm kind of just ready to be done with this painting. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but at the same time, considering I was able to get everything that I said I wanted in this, I think that's a dub. I'm gonna say this took a while, and this was definitely a big learning experience and an even bigger trust the process situation. I am happy with the way it looks. I did want it to look a little better in some ways, but you know what? For my first painting since I was like 10 years old, I don't think that's half bad. There are some things that I really like that I did. Like, I'm really happy with the bags of like rice or grain or whatever they are. I like the crates. I like the bookshelf. I like the blood effect that's going on. And I'm surprised. I'm actually quite happy with how the guy turned out. He turned out better than I thought I'd be able to do. Like, not as good as I wanted it to be, but better than I thought it would end up. I'm not gonna lie. He looks grimy, he looks dirty. You can hardly really make out much detail on him, but like I say, that's not the point. The whole point of this is just a story. It's not about how detailed, which that's really, you can apply that to a lot of things in life. Like, it's not always about how great something looks, but maybe there's like a bigger message going on with it. And for me, it's the story that this tells, not so much of, oh, look how he stroked the painting. Pause. I actually like it. I don't mind it. I am really excited for the next painting though. Not gonna lie. Like, I got something really cool in mind. It's a little simpler than this, but it's complicated in its own way. And it'll be tedious, but I'm really excited for that one. If y'all really want to see that one, definitely be sure to let me know. Overall though, it feels good to be back. I'm really glad I decided to get back into what it is I'm doing now. YouTube's always been something I've been passionate about ever since I was like 7 years old, which that's back in 2007, a year after YouTube came out, I believe. And I've wanted to do YouTube ever since. It's just, like I say, you run into situations in life, things that just makes wanting to do that kind of difficult. But all in all, I am so glad to be like back doing this. I got some other forms of content I want to do too on this channel, as well as on my other channels as well. Like I said, if there's anything y'all really want to see, let me know. But other than that, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I can't wait to see y'all again next week. And shoot, I don't freaking know, bro. I ain't did an outro. It's so freaking long, bro. I don't know. If y'all like what y'all see, like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all have a blessed day. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. What the freak was that?
Pointless vlogs, pointless vlogs, pointless vlogs, pointless vlogs. Let's go! Make sure y'all take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button before I come over there and slap them.